WFM thanks God-fearing brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by
Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
There's a lie in the song on the edge of...
Just a little tidbit of a song there for you.
Right. Just want to see if everybody's awake. Gotta get my Muppet on.
That's right. There we go. Are you awake yet?
All right.
You ready?
I'm getting there.
Come
Everybody
on.
out there awake?
Yeah.
Let's get this day going.
Let's do it.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Yeah.
That's what I look like when I ride a horse.
What's that?
This is what I look like when I ride a horse.
Is it? Is
Yeah,
it?
I'm a very bad horse rider.
I'm not sure what I look like when I ride a horse. I don't think I've ridden a horse since I was a child.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
horses. They scare the you-know-what out of me, but I love them. I ride them whenever I can.
I do love them. I love to pet them, and I love to hug them, and they'd be very sweet. And
Right.
I don't have anything against riding horses. I just haven't really had the opportunity to ride a horse in 25, 30 years.
Do you know where we live? There are horses all around.
I know, but I don't
I
seek
hear
it.
somebody rode their horse into town once.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, there's some people down the street from me, and they ride their horses all the time through town.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to call me next time so I can run outside and be
Okay.
like, oh my
okay.
gosh.
Okay. I will. I will.
Okay.
So good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am doing much better.
Yeah. Good. Now that we've had our horse conversation.
Yes.
That's good. So today is, what is it? Today
The
is
29th.
Wednesday, January 29th. Do you believe it's the 29th already?
I do.
know we
It's
say
the
that every
Chinese
day.
New Year.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, so happy Chinese New Year. It's a year of the snake. It's the wood snake.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Are there different snakes? I thought it was just like
Yes.
the year of
In
the...
addition
this-
to the
so-
animal, it goes to the elements. And so you'll have the metal snake, the wood snake, the water snake, the fire snake. And I'm
Wow.
missing one of them. Yeah.
So is that the
There's-
same for all the animals? Are there different
Mhm.
horses and different... I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. And so there's different aspects to the animals depending on what the element is with your animal.
Oh, so I was born in the year of the horse, and I guess I didn't realize there was a specific horse.
Yes. So
I
you'll have
can't even
to
say
tell
that word.
me-
A Pacific horse.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Now I'm going to look them up
Okay,
so everybody
okay.
knows.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get into the weather here. This is our weather and mountain condition report, sponsored by 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort. Today we're looking at a high of 37 degrees, 21 degrees overnight. There should be some clouds this morning. Going to be some sunny skies this afternoon. Tomorrow the clouds are coming out. It's going to be a cloudy one with a high of 36 degrees, 30 for the overnight low. We're sort of in that winter stage where it gets clear and it gets cold, and then it gets cloudy and it's going to warm up a little bit. So Friday morning, we have a mix of rain and snow. Actually, I do believe that's going to go out. Some snow in the morning. It's going to start mixing with rain during the afternoon. 5 to 10 miles an hour, about 5 to 10 mile an hour winds. Up to 3 inches of snow tomorrow, though. Then rain and snow continuing throughout the night.
So
90
not really snow. It's just going to tease us with snow
Yeah,
down here in
yeah.
the lowlands.
Yeah, but we're not
Yeah.
going to get below freezing, so it's probably not going to stick around.
Uh-oh.
But it will mix of rain and snow throughout the night. 39 degrees and partly cloudy on Saturday with a high of 23 degrees. But, the rain and snow should translate to snow up in the mountains, though.
It should. And
Yeah.
actually, there's been a warning for air stagnation in the valley. And
Yeah.
so seeing this breeze come up, southwest winds at 10 miles per hour on Saturday the 1st, that's good. We want that.
Yeah, it's probably going to... I've never lived anywhere where they have... This is pretty common. Like, at least especially when it gets cold out, people are, using their wood stoves and
Yeah.
burning a lot of extra fuel.
And it just sits.
It
Yeah.
just sits. And one of the places when we moved here, one of the things I wanted was to live somewhere with no wind, and I got that and
Oh
more.
no! Yes. No, we need a little wind. We need to keep the air fresh.
Of all the weather conditions that I like the least, wind is my absolute least favorite because there's nothing you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna find you.
Yeah.
Oh
Although
my gosh.
during the summertime, there's lots of times when a nice stiff breeze would be really nice.
Oh my gosh, would feel so good. Indigo is watching from Alaska.
Hey, Indigo.
That is so
speaking,
cool.
Speaking of getting cold and clear.
Right?
Good
All right, we
morning,
were
Indigo.
weren't we on Saturday or Sunday?
I think I was on Sunday. We'll go ahead and get on with Sunday, 36 and 23 with partly cloudy skies, but snow showers on Monday with a high of 29, a low of 18. So that one might actually stick around. I know we had more snow in the forecast over the weekend, and that is gone now.
That is gone.
We'll see if that sticks around. Says right here, though, less than an inch. So it's
Yeah.
not like we're going to get a ton, but partly cloudy skies on Tuesday with a high of 29, low of 16. Wednesday, 30 and 15 with partly cloudy skies. And Thursday of next week, 31 for the high, 17 overnight with mostly cloudy skies. And I shot right ahead of our 7-day forecast. That's okay.
You did. That's
I did.
okay.
Yeah.
Because we got so excited by the snow. All right.
I was hoping I could keep reading and get more snow. I was hoping we get more snow before Winterfest.
Right?
But it looks like we might actually get the snow we need about 4 days after Winterfest. We're gonna-
yeah.
Of course, that's too far out to be accurate at this point. Anyway, moving up to
Hopefully
the mountain.
It'll change. It'll update.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we'll get more. You never know.
Yeah.
And moving on up to the mountain, at the base of the mountain, we have a current temperature of 17 degrees, light winds, good visibility, no precipitation, sunny skies. The current snow depth at the base of the mountain is 36 inches. At the summit, it's currently 23 degrees, 0 to 7 mile an hour winds, good visibility, no precipitation, sunny skies, and 124 inches of snow up there. 90 trails are currently open. 29 of those have been groomed. Surface conditions are listed as groomed with skier packed snow. 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort is open 7 days a week. For more information about the mountain conditions or events happening at 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort, you can visit ski49n.com.
Pretty
there you go.
cool. They've got lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, they do.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I know they always try to have music playing. You know, there's lots of good stuff going on up there.
Yeah.
Good food too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Very excited. Okay, so let's figure out if I can read the breakfast menu.
Okay.
I
yeah,
should just memorize it, right?
yeah.
Okay, so on Wednesdays we have the rotating breakfast. Me. Breakfast
It's-
sandwich with fruit or juice. I always think of those little alien things.
You remind me of Mork from Mork.
See? And then fruit breakfast parfait with granola, fruit or juice. And then variety cereal with cheese stick or yogurt. I just imagine the breakfast cereal with like the cheese stick sticking out, and
That sounds really disgusting.
yeah,
Or
Okay.
or maybe it's good. I don't know. I've never tried it.
right.
Little mozzarella in my Reese's Puffs.
Just you know. All right, and then bread or muffin, cheese stick or yogurt with fruit or juice is what's going on for breakfast.
Nice.
Now for lunch, we have on the 29th. Am I on the right? Okay, all right. We have teriyaki chicken with rice, fruit, and vegetables, and it's actually underneath the gorgeous trees. I can read it so easily.
Nice.
So very good. Yes.
Except now I want a bowl of Reese's Puffs,
Yeah.
which is the best cereal.
Yeah. Well,
It's a newer one. It's not one we had growing up as kids, but it's
right.
That's my
and
kid's
does
favorite,
it
and
really
it's
count
good.
as cereal, or is it like more like candy with milk?
it's candy with milk,
Yeah.
but it is delicious.
Okay.
really
Well,
good, really
yeah.
They do a good job. They put that like peanut butter powder on it,
Mhm.
so like it's all like dry and powdery and it's just
Yeah.
poppable. Yeah.
No, I do like them. But I think it's candy with milk.
yeah,
it's like those little chocolate chip cookie cereals.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
Uh-uh.
No, it's not part of your balanced nutritional breakfast or whatever.
Right? It's like the bag you get when you're going on a trip so your kids have a snack in the back of the car.
Right? or so the dads have a snack in the front of the car. Yeah.
Right?
All right, so we have some some KCHW headlines to run
Okay.
through here real quick. Washington State hospitals lost nearly $400 million in the first 9 months of 2024. Providence lost $66 million in the Spokane area alone. The largest cost for hospitals is labor, which has increased exponentially since COVID-19 pandemic. Drug costs are also increasing, and medical equipment needs to be replaced much more frequently than in the past. And I worry with the drug costs and the everything coming up. With cutting costs, cutting programs, overturning programs that were meant to lower drug costs. I
Right,
think
and the tariffs now.
we're about to head into. I mean, you think drug prices were bad before? They're about to get really bad. Pretty much prices across the board. You know, prescription drugs, electronics,
Yeah,
building materials, they're all about to skyrocket because of these tariffs
yeah.
and overturning plans meant to reduce costs on these things. So scary times ahead. I'm not really sure how we're how we're gonna handle some of this stuff.
Right. Well, you know
Um,
what I'm super excited by? I'm super excited for the farmers market to start up again. They start up in March, right?
yeah,
Yeah, because in California and in Texas and in places where the ice raids are going on,
mm-hmm,
of course, the workers aren't showing up in the fields.
yeah,
And so we're going to have an interesting thing with our produce. Salinas Valley produces the majority of the greenery that we eat, all
yeah,
across the United States. So if they're not picking, if they're not planting and picking, I don't know. And of course, United States citizens generally don't go out there and do those jobs.
no,
So, yeah, I'm glad that we're going to have our farmers market and we'll be local.
yeah,
Our everything
yeah,
that we have is local,
yeah. It's definitely have to start stocking up there because
right?
prices in the grocery stores and availability of products in the grocery stores are about to
It'll be interesting,
yeah.
right? May you live in
yeah.
interesting times.
Mm-hmm. In our next story, a federal judge has temporarily blocked President Trump's pause to push trillions of dollars in federal grants and loans. The freeze caused panic and confusion among states, schools, organizations that rely on funding from Washington. The judge's orders halted the freeze minutes before it was about to start, but it lasts only until Monday morning when a court hearing is scheduled. And that's another one that puts almost all of us in danger. The spending freeze. Almost everybody in the United States relies on something or another
Yeah.
that is funded by some of these programs.
Well, the Meals on Wheels for the seniors
Yeah.
is going to be affected. So,
Yeah, vet care.
right,
What vet care there is. Any kind of public health care, any kind of organization that relies on funding. Even funds a lot of
Right.
times that come through state grants still come from federal sources.
right.
So if this goes through, things are gonna get really ugly really fast.
Well,
Uh,
it's just a reminder that we need to make sure that we pay attention to our neighbors
Mhm.
and,
Yep.
look out for each other.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Look out for each other and see, if there's a senior who, right now Meals on Wheels is not affected. But if it doesn't go through on Monday, if it does actually pass, then, we need to make sure we're checking in on each other and those that are marginalized and affected.
yeah, yeah.
So important stuff,
Yep.
important stuff.
And Trump signed an executive order yesterday cutting federal spending for federal support for gender transitions for people under 19. The order also directs the Justice Department to prioritize investigating states that protect access to gender-affirming care, which, yeah, I'm gonna,
Words are gone.
yeah, yeah. Our last story: a U.S. Air Force pilot was reported safe after ejecting from a fighter jet before it crashed during a training exercise near Fairbanks, Alaska. The crash at Eielson Air Force Base caused significant damage to the F-35 jet. Now, I actually saw a video of this. Significant damage to the F-35 jet. It basically, the pilot is okay. First of all, I saw he ejected actually, and he was safe in a parachute, landed far from the wreckage. That jet crash landed in a spectacular ball of flames. So, significant damage to the F-35 jet. It is a pile of rubble. That's
Wow.
that's an understatement. Yeah, it was a pretty wild video. You could see the plane was just sort of like fluttering like a piece of paper floating down through the sky, and boom, crashed into a big ball of flames. It was
Wow.
pretty incredible and amazing that pilot managed to get out of there, because the plane was kind of spinning out of control.
Yeah, Indigo says
When
it
he
blew up on
ejected.
impact. She says you're using too many words. It blew up on impact.
I'm using too many words. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, too funny.
Yeah, it's definitely. The insurance is going to have to do a total loss on that one.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Too funny.
All right. Well, moving along, let's get right into some local events.
Birthdays.
Birthdays. Thank you. You know, I'm glad you're here. You remind me of these things. All right. So today we have one name on our Chula Valley Lions Club calendar, and we don't have Sharon here. This person, I'm assuming, is related to Sharon. We have Jenny Ludwig.
Oh
today
my
with her
gosh, I
birthday.
bet
Yeah.
that is. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so read yesterday's birthdays too.
So yesterday was Will Roach, Charlie Ellett, and Eve Willard.
Okay, read the day before that birthday.
Jake George.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No.
Did you have somebody that's supposed to be on there?
Yes. Oh, Lions Club.
Did they not put somebody on there?
They did not. Okay, Dad, if you're listening, happy birthday.
Did you submit it to them?
I did. And happy
Oh.
birthday, everybody else. Happy birthday. So happy birthday. Happy day. Happy birthday. Yay. Yay.
Happy birthday.
Now I'm checking for everybody else. Hold on.
I don't talk about my kids much on the air, but tomorrow is their birthday.
Oh.
And I did not submit it to the calendar, and I won't talk about it too much, but I no longer have children. I have adults.
You have adults.
I will have adults, yeah.
Wow.
Crazy wild stuff.
That is 3, 4.
What are you doing over there?
I'm checking. I'm making sure everybody else is on there.
Okay.
This is priority, man. All right. I found
All
a
right.
name that is familiar.
Okay, good. All right, so today from 9:30 to 11:30, we have adult pickleball. And that is at the old middle school gym. Tech Help is at the library from 3 to 4 p.m. I haven't checked specifically. They said all their programs are back up and running.
Right.
The Tech Help, I'm not 100% sure. I think
Didn't he say that it was up?
he
When
said
he
it
was
was up.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple of them that were done by Brandon Hansen, who no longer through Ted, who no longer works there. So I'm not sure if they found someone else to do it, or if that was a different program.
Gotcha.
And of course, Fired Up Pizza is hosting community bingo from 6 to 7 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, the Chula Food Bank is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And stop me here if I'm missing anything.
Yeah, I will.
Craig, I know you will.
I will.
Craig Meyer Karaoke is going to be at the Oasis at 8:30. Then Friday morning, did I miss anything else on Thursday? Okay. Friday morning, the Chula Chamber of Commerce is going to be at the casino from 7 to 8 a.m. Then on Saturday, from 11 to 4 p.m., we have ski joring up at the ski hill. And this
That's
is,
so cool.
I do believe this is is it a regional competition?
I think so because they mentioned qualifying and stuff.
Yeah. So this is sponsored by Melody. This is the Melody Rider Ski Joring up at 49 degrees north Mountain Rider Mountain Resort. It is organized by Melody Riders, the Melody Rider Saddle Club, and 49 degrees north. That's what I was looking for. We don't have a lot of information on the poster here.
I went to look for any additional information as well, and it just says they organized it.
Yep. I was hoping to find more information about the level of competition, but I know people come from, like last year, I believe the winner came here from Montana, I think.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's people coming from all around to do this. It's kind of a fun thing. For those of you that don't know, ski joring is basically skiers that are being towed behind a horse.
And they put special things on the horse's feet, right, to make sure that they're not skidding. Somebody told me something about how they equip the horses.
Horseshoes?
I'm hallucinating. Let me look it up.
I'm sure they do something. Maybe they give them nice diamond tread boots or something. Yep.
Okay.
And I know ski joring in different places means different things. Where I grew up, ski joring was done with sled dogs, and not horses. And apparently around here they do it with horses, which is cool. And they get going pretty fast. It's pretty fun to watch. They do jumps and all kinds of stuff. So we will be there live doing some reporting on site. So
I will be on a plane.
You'll be on a plane. That's right. That's right. You're not going to stop what you're doing to come watch horse racing with me?
I will already be in the air. My flight leaves at 5 a.m.
Man.
Right?
I see.
Okay.
I see how you are.
I know, right? Hey, Chuck, by the way, I won't be here on Friday.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
Okay, so types of attachments. Horses used in ski joring often wear shoes with special attachments to increase traction in snow and ice. These attachments can include borium, caulks, frost nails, or cleats. Borium is a cleat made from industrial diamond that's embedded in a brass tube. Borium shoes can last multiple winters. Caulks, a type of attachment that can be used to increase traction. frost nails, a type of attachment that can be used to increase. Okay, they all can be used to increase traction. Duh.
Yeah.
In addition to shoes, horses may also wear bell boots and wraps for leg protection.
Okay. To keep them warm.
Yeah, and to make sure they don't get hurt by skis or something.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, it's so exciting. I missed it last year too, darn it.
And you're going to miss it again.
I know, so you have to take pictures. I mean, and you're busy, you know.
Where were you last? I know you weren't here last year because I failed to get you a hoodie.
Right? Oh my gosh, remember that was a big deal.
As I'm wearing my hoodie right now.
I know, you're just rubbing it in my face. Last year I think I was at a wedding. It was my little sister's wedding.
Oh, okay.
And so a good reason to miss it. Okay, and so don't forget I need a sweater this year.
There are, but they're not going to be sweaters this year. Yeah. They were donated last year, and that donation didn't come through again this year, so we don't have.
Oh, man.
There are a limited number left over from last year, I think, but they're.
But they don't say 2025.
They don't, and they're like the smalls and mediums that never sell. So.
And see, this is why we miss you, Sharon. Sharon is listening online. Sharon says there's no chamber on Friday. It's a fifth Friday.
Oh, thank you, Sharon.
So there won't be chamber on Friday. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you. But then also Saturday night at the Chula Golf and Country Club is a wine tasting dinner. This is going to be in the Rusty Putter from 5:30 to 8:30. They've got it's a 3-course meal. Seating is limited. To get your reservations, call 509-935-6807. They're going to have wine pairings with each of those menu options. Seems like a nice night. We were talking about this before.
Yeah, I brought up the menu.
Yeah. And let's see, for that menu, let's see what we have here. Looks like the first course is going to be candied walnut pear and gorgonzola salad, tossed in their house champagne dressing. Ooh, that sounds fancy. Second course is prime rib, accompanied by a sharp white cheddar mashed potato with a winter squash medley. And the third course, this is one that sounds good to me, an apple spice cake topped with chantilly cream.
Ooh.
And, of course, each of those come with their own unique wine pairing.
Isn't that going to be neat?
That is fun.
So I wonder, do you pair a sweet wine with a sweet, or is it a more bland wine so that your taste buds aren't overwhelmed by the sweetness and the wine?
I think, for me personally, I think it depends. I mean, I would prefer a sweet wine with dessert.
But the salad with nuts and a champagne dressing, I mean, that's going to be champagne is pretty sweet. And candied walnuts, right? Isn't that what you read?
Yeah. Some of that stuff I would prefer something like probably a nice Pinot or something that's not too dry, but not too sweet. Something
Carries
sort
a
of in the
little
middle.
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, something probably red with the prime rib. Mm-hmm. I don't know. One of my favorites is I can't find it anywhere. It was I believe the brand was Bonnie Doon, and it was a raspberry wine that was really rich, really decadent. Goes excellent with dark chocolate.
Now I'm going to look it up.
Bonnie
Doon.
Bonnie Doon Framboise. It was excellent dessert wine. Really more of a candy in itself, like a liquid candy. But yeah.
Here we go.
Good stuff.
It's a California wine.
Yeah. Did you find it?
I did. Bonnie Doon Vineyard, where tradition meets innovation.
Yeah.
This is fun. So this is the Rhone wines in California. To embracing transparency and sustainability, Bonnie Doon Vineyard continues to craft expensive original wines that honor the spirit of discovery. And I don't even know what this word is. It looks like terrier. That can't be right. Terroir.
Well, you know what they say, God loves a terrier.
Oh, somebody help me out here. This cannot... We want you to be terrified. No, I know that can't be what that means. That's not... That's bad.
But not terrier like the dog.
I know. That's weird.
That is strange. I love how they added expensive in there. Because, yes, it is.
Right? I'm just remembering the vintage ads on the radio shows where it was the Rhone wines from California that were sponsoring the Shadow and everything.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Well, now we know where they are.
We do on Sundays. We play a lot of the old-time radio programs, and they do, for artistic integrity, all of the old advertising is left intact.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to hear. And, of course, KCHW does not endorse this, but to hear all of the, doctors recommend this brand. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend this
Right.
brand of cigarette for your health.
Exactly.
It's like, oh man.
Pregnant women to have clove cigarettes,
Yeah.
right?
We've come a long way.
We
come a
have.
long way. I can't. It's unimaginable that we used to do that stuff.
Well, we live and learn, right?
Right. And then, of course, moving back to the calendar, Ski Joring back again on Sunday from 11 to 4 p.m. And then Dinosaurs hosting the Fired Up Pizza Blues and Brews Jam from 4 to 7 p.m. As we move on to
Right.
the...
And I'm
What-
going to
what-
interrupt you real fast. If you're a local musician, definitely go check out the Blues Jam. It is so cool. My husband goes there every week, and it's just such a community fun event. If you know a song, go up and see if the guys know it, and they'll play it. They're so experienced that I know a lot of people show up with words, and they're like, "Can you play this?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And they sing, and everybody plays. It's awesome. And then also because, as I said earlier, it's Chinese New Year. Even though we don't have anything going on in Chihuahua, there is stuff going on down in Spokane. So on the 1st, Lunar New Year and ANHPI Business Expo at the Spokane Convention Center, and that is free. And they're having events and shows and music and stuff going on all day long. And then to answer your question about the elements. So the elements are metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. If you're born in a year that has a 0 or a 1, your element is metal. If you're born in a year with a 2 or a 3, your element is water. If you're born in a year with a 4 or a 5, your element is wood.
Okay.
If you're born in a year with a 6 or 7, your element is fire. And an 8 or 9, your element is earth. So you have the characteristics of the zodiac animal, and then you also have the characteristics of your element. So if it's wood, like this year is the wood snake, you're idealists, planners, and exceptionally gifted. For water, perfectionists, coordinators, and sympathetic. Fire are courageous people, passionate, and good at research. Earth are honest, tolerant, kind, and leaders. And then metal people are determined, persistent workaholics, and managers. So yeah,
Well, I am Earth.
I am Earth as well.
Which one was Earth again?
8 or 9.
No, what were the characteristics of Earth?
Honest, tolerant, kind, and leader.
Okay.
That fits you.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
about leader. I mean,
Oh please!
fo-
Oh
fo-
please!
follow
Oh, please.
follow
Everybody
me, you
in
might be in
Chihuahua
trouble.
is like, oh please, come on, Jack.
Whatever.
Too fun. My husband's all excited because he's a wood snake, and so this is his 60th anniversary. So he's turning 60 this year,
Oh, wow.
and it's the anniversary of the wood snake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
that neat.
A wood snake sounds like that would be an actual thing, though. Like a wood
Right?
snake, Or a water
saying.
snake is a thing.
It is a thing, right? And technically, there are earth snakes, so
Well, most of them are earth snakes, right?
right? Okay,
All right,
now we
so-
can go back to the calendar.
Yeah. So we have, I'm looking here at the calendar. We got some stuff coming up ahead. I'm trying to get to the right month because,
Right. So, of course, pickleball is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, on the 3rd, we have adult pickleball, and that goes from 9 a.m. to 11:30 at the Chihuahua Court Center. And new people are always welcome. The event is free for everyone. And then on the 4th, going back and forth, we have the sit-in net, which has started up again. And that's over at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts, and it goes from 2 to 4. We did have a couple of days where nobody was there, but somebody is there this week.
Yep.
So definitely go. I don't think it's Darcia yet. I think it's going to be Catherine, but definitely go. The center will be open, and we will be sitting there looking forward to you coming and knitting.
and I think Catherine said she'll be there, but don't expect the instruction.
Yeah, yeah.
But she will be there, and
But it will be good company.
Yeah. I've walked in a couple times while they were doing it, and it's quite a nice little group of people they've got going there. And
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that it's just a fun little, you gab and you talk and
Oh, we have
And
fun,
you
and
have-
we're
you have fun?
creating stuff, and we're asking questions, and we're looking at patterns. And
nice. Oh, have you been going to it?
well, I haven't gone back. I used
Yeah.
to go.
Okay.
I've been fighting this cold thing, whatever it is that I have. So I
Right.
kind of have stayed away from other stuff. But I look forward to going back again. I have a blanket that I need to finish.
Right. Ooh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
See, gotta go.
Oh,
I
I have
don't
somebody
know.
that owes me a blanket for a couch that I gave them.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I would follow up with that.
Right.
I don't know. We don't know if story time is going again. It is going again, right? At the library?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, so we have story time on the 4th from 10:30 to 11:30 going on at the library. And then I don't see anything else happening on the 4th.
It looks like the first Wednesdays with Ted. Again, that was one they did specifically with Brandon Hansen, and I don't know if they have another person there, but it is back on the calendar.
Oh, cool.
So,
okay.
yeah, it still says on the calendar development specialist Brandon Hansen, who is no longer with Ted, but maybe they got someone else to
Maybe.
do it. I'm not sure. Who could replace Brandon?
Right.
Seriously, yeah. All right, and then once again on the 5th, bingo at Fired Up Pizza
Right.
at 6 p.m. And as we move closer to the weekend, I don't mean to. Was there something else? I don't mean to cut you off.
Nope. I'm just making sure we're not missing anything. You know, Sharon, if we're missing something, just let us know and we'll make sure to share it.
Oh, she will. She will.
It says one more on the chamber. See, pickleball, first days, library, bingo. Nope, no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I always right click that and open it in a new tab.
Oh,
All right.
that's a good idea.
So then on February 8th, we have Winterfest, and this is
Wait. We
what-
were on
what-
the 5th. We're on the 6th.
right. I'm skipping over the normal weekly stuff.
Well, first
that happens-
Thursday.
Oh
You
yeah.
don't want to skip over first
Well,
Thursday.
first Thursday this year is part of Winterfest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And that's first Thursday is actually the kickoff of the Winterfest Art Festival, and that is a juried art festival. There are, Tim was telling me they've had more submissions, I think, this year than they've ever had
Oh, awesome.
for Winterfest. They're getting sort of a banner year for it. Every year it keeps picking up speed and getting more and more recognition.
Nice.
So there are quite a few. There's going to be a lot of artists. I think I don't even want to pretend to remember the number he told me, but it was a lot.
I'm
gonna
excited.
yeah, they're going to be presented at the Trails End Gallery, and I know there are going to be a number of artists around other businesses around town as well. I haven't seen that poster off the top of my head. Can you try to find the poster for Winterfest?
Yeah.
Or for the art walk?
Is there a website for Winterfest?
We have a Facebook page.
Okay.
But I do believe there's a website too. Let's see. But moving on to Winterfest, we have on the 8th, February 8th, a great lineup of musicians. We're going to have vendors. The events are going to kick off at the library because the library is having their ribbon cutting ceremony for the grand reopening after renovations. So they're going to have a group of regional and local dignitaries there giving a little speech about it and talking about things
fun.
happening. And then we will move from there directly to the start of the festival over downtown. So just skip across the block real quick and get back down to Main Street. And then starting at noon, we are going to have Just Plain Darren on the main stage, followed by Infusion at 2 p.m., which is, I'm really excited to see them. It is a jazz funk fusion band.
Oh, how fun.
Something a little different and unique. I think it's the Bergmans and Oli, and they're a bunch of they're very talented musicians.
That's awesome.
And I know Dave Sr. for a long time, jazz has sort of been his passion, but he's been, mostly in, classic rock bands, that kind of stuff. And this is, from what I understand, he's like a kid in a candy shop.
Oh, how fun.
He's finally got a band together that's really exploring his
that's good.
his true passion. So,
Okay.
So I know those guys, and I know that's going to come out in the music, and it's going to be a great show. 4 o'clock, we have Rockabilly Space Force, which is fun. They're one of my favorites. I've got, for those of you on video, I've got their patch right here. Maybe if you're really nice to them and sweet talk them, give them
They'll
a few
break
bucks,
them.
and you might get a patch
Right.
of your own. All right, and then we have the Rail Jam is starting at 5 p.m. That is going to be on 2nd Street, sort of over there between the chiropractor's office and Napa. There's going to be a competition. That's going to be it's always a good one. The Rail Jam's a lot of fun.
Right?
So, yeah, we're going to have, that's going to be going on during the break. It's going to start during the break. And then during the end of Rail Jam, Scary World is going to start on the main stage at 5:45. And that is, of course, our very own Craig McQuain's band. And for life of me, I can't remember the other gentleman that he's singing with. And then our headliner is Nate Ostrander from 7:30 to 9 o'clock.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really
We're
great.
going to have a lot of great music.
It's going to be a good show. I'm really excited about it. And I've already got, it's kind of fun to see these festivals starting to get a lot of musicians from outside the area contact me and say, "Hey, we're going to be in the area. Do you have a festival? One of your festivals happening?"
That is awesome.
yes,
That's
yes, so
actually
I'm-
really exciting
Yeah,
to hear.
I'm getting contacted. The chamber's getting contacted. It's kind of fun. It makes it easier to schedule these shows, though. Easier and harder
Right?
because trying to sift through when you've got 20 musicians vying for 5 spots, it gets a little harder
Yeah,
to pick and choose.
it does.
And I hate saying no to people. I want everyone to play.
Right? It's like, how can we set up more stages?
Right, right. Well, we're just gonna have to maybe start doing that. Maybe be a citywide festival.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be fun. Okay, so I have so what was I looking for?
You were looking for the Thursday Art Walk poster.
Okay, so there's not the art walk poster, but
I know I've seen it. Tim has sent it to me.
I do have an itinerary of what everything is going on. The grand opening is at the Chuila Library from 11:30 to 11:45, and then 12:30 to 2 o'clock is Sled Dog Story Time at the library.
Yes, yes.
And then 12 to 5, there'll be vendors on Main Avenue in the Aaron Huff building. And then 12 to 9, all-day entertainment. We just talked about that.
Yep.
12 to 5, sourdough and wine tasting event at Fired Up. And then the 5 to 7:30 Rail Jam. But it doesn't say where everybody is. I'm scrolling. Art show at Trails End Gallery. Says there's a beer garden.
Yep, the beer garden's gonna be right on Main.
Right, but it does not. It doesn't have a Trails End Gallery flyer.
Oh no, I know Tim put one out, and I have seen it. I think I have it in an email somewhere.
All right, I'm
I-
gonna go
I
to
should-
his website and see if maybe I can find it that way.
I will have that pulled up and ready before we do the morning shows next week.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I know he's probably got too many artists to even begin listing.
Well, just where
But
they
yeah.
can see them.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I mean, that would be great to know. Usually there's stuff at Yale, and usually there's stuff at Main Market on Main.
Mhm.
Sometimes the Windermere
Westhoff.
Weststop.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice little walk. Oh my gosh,
is.
so exciting! Oh, I'm so bummed there's not going to be sweatshirts. Oh, hope
I know.
stashed.
I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Maybe
terrible.
next time.
Next time. You know what I still think we need here at KCHW Northern Lights Radio?
We need our own hoodies.
We need our own hoodies.
I know.
I'm going to keep saying it because,
know.
we have to look like we are actually official when we're out there arguing with fire pit people.
Agreed. The fire pit guy is going to be back.
Yay!
Yeah, so that'll be nice. It's always nice to have that big open fire there, as long as we don't build it too close to the main stage and
Which is too big.
choke out the artists.
It was fine until it was too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then we know we don't have the meeting on Friday
Mm-hmm.
at the chamber. And then we're talking about Winterfest. And also, if you want, you could go to Spokane. They're having additional Chinese New Year stuff going on. Won't be
Okay.
as cool as our Winterfest celebration.
Nothing's as cool
and
as
you
that.
have to pay for it. So just
Yeah.
saying.
Ours is free.
Ours is
Just
free.
come on down.
Ours is cooler. Yeah.
And don't forget while you're there to visit all the vendors. Visit your local restaurant. Stop in, have a beverage,
Right?
grab a snack.
Hang out.
Yeah.
Check everything out. Sharon says there's a singer series, Broadway Friday, at February 7th at the Center for the Arts. Let me pull that up. Thank you, Sharon.
I was getting to that, Sharon. I swear, I promise.
It's Broadway's best, brightest hits, one unforgettable night, February 7th, a singer series concert. So it's going to be at probably 7, right?
Yeah, I believe it's 7 at
7
the Chuila
p.m.
Center for the Arts.
Admission is $20. A night of timeless Broadway magic. Step into the spotlight and experience the grandeur of Broadway like never before. Broadway's best. Celebrate the unforgettable melodies, powerful ballads, and show-stopping numbers that have defined musical theater for generations.
Outstanding.
Right?
Outstanding. And Sharon, just so you know, that's not on the calendar. It's not on either calendar.
Not on the calendar. Uh-oh, was I
Yeah.
supposed to do that? Uh-oh, I might be in trouble.
Oops. I
That might
called
be
you
me,
out. I
right?
called you out.
I've been outed. All right, what else is going on?
Yeah, and this year too, kind of a fun thing is I guess it's not really fun. It's just more practical and nice. But yeah, the vendors we mentioned are also going to be in the Aaron Huff Memorial Center. So there's all the vendors are they're not going to all be outside this time. There's going to be a few vendors indoors as well. So
Nice.
as well as again everything happening in all the local businesses. So
And it won't be raining,
hopefully not.
right?
Hopefully
Like
not.
last time it was raining that we had our fun city thing and everybody was kind of soggy. But no, it looks like we'll be okay.
But even with the rain, there was a pretty decent turnout.
Yeah, there was.
Last year. So we had a lot of folks there. Everybody had a lot of fun. The weather ended up being not too bad. It was a little cold and drizzly in the first part of the day, but then it kind of off and on
Kind of,
throughout the day. But
yeah.
it wasn't too bad. It could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
And you say we're not predicted? Yeah, we have it's supposed to be
Well-
33 for the high, 18 for the low.
Yeah, and snow at night, 24% chance of snow in the evening, and 23% chance of mixed snow and rain during the day. But it's not telling me what time.
Yeah. But you know what? If we get a little bit of snow, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
I think some snow during Winterfest would be pretty nice.
Yep, it'd be appropriate.
But right now that's looking unlikely.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
All right.
yeah, it's gonna be should be a nice day. Just that little bit of chill in the air at night.
Mhm.
Yeah, good times.
All right,
All
where
right.
are we?
We are. I think we're about done with the calendar, unless Sharon has something else that we've missed. I know there's
Well, there's
Sure.
a bunch coming up in March. Sorry, February.
Yeah.
Right? We have Southern Fried Nuptials.
Yes,
That's
yes,
coming
yes,
up.
on
It's going to
Valentine's
be a
Day.
great show. It's Bonnie Spencer's first show as a director, where Southern charm meets wedding disasters in this hot, warm, and chaotic comedy. And that is going on February 14th through the 23rd. And it will be a dinner theater on the 14th and the 15th, to the best of my knowledge, for that first weekend.
I thought was it just Valentine's night? That's the dinner theater, or is it the whole weekend?
I thought it was a weekend.
Sharon.
Oh, it says Sharon. Yeah. It says Valentine's Day dinner show, $30, dinner at 6. So I guess it's just that one night.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Glad we
they're
figured that out.
right. I know who's cooking. Catherine's cooking, and it's going to be full of Southern yummy foods, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm not in the show, but I'm going to volunteer and then pay for my dinner because I'm not missing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next day, on February 15th, in addition to seeing Southern Fried Nuptials, you can go up to 49 degrees north. And they're having dinner. They're also holding a Valentine's Day dinner, and I'm building them a heart labyrinth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I just
That's
got right, and I just got pink lights in. So I'm super excited to
Ooh.
use my pink lights for the heart labyrinth.
That's awesome.
And so that will be going on the 15th, and so you can go up there.
That is the day that we celebrate Valentine's Day.
Oh, fun.
It's on the 15th. Yeah, I've talked about this before. We do that's cheap candy day. I know.
Right? Because
That's
everything's
when-
on
that's when-
sale.
That's all the stuffed animals, all the candy. It goes on sale. But
Right?
more importantly, our first date was actually scheduled to be on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And my wife was in a small town in Alaska, and they had a snowstorm that night, and she got stuck at the airport. All the flights got canceled.
Oh, my gosh.
So she wasn't able to make it home until the next day, where we then had our first date on February 15th. So that's the day we celebrate our Valentine's Day in honor of our first date. And just
Aw.
happy accident,
Yeah.
cheap candy.
That's
So, yeah.
awesome.
So as a family, we grew up with our kids and stuff. We just celebrate it
On the 15th.
on the 15th.
That works. That's
So-
beautiful.
And even as much as the kids, we go through the stores and like, ooh, I want that plushie. I want that plushie. We were like, no, you wait. Hopefully it'll still be there for
Right.
the next day. And they usually are. So
Oh, too funny.
Yep.
Sharon does confirm that the dinner for Southern Fried Nuptials is only on that Friday.
Mhm.
That is too funny. When Xander was little, we were going through a store, and we were living in the RV in Tucson. And he picked up a tiger that was bigger than he was and threw it on the floor and flopped right on it. And Daniel and I just stared at our small child, sprawled on this giant tiger that had the little red heart because it was a Valentine's Day thing. And we're like, oh, I guess
to
we're
get
getting
that
the
one.
tiger. Yeah.
I got similarly living in an RV. Went with my kids. We were in Tennessee. We went to Dollywood.
Uh-huh.
Just in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I won for my kids this snake that was like 12 feet long
Oh my gosh.
and like almost 12 inches. The head of it was probably about 18 inches
I
around.
cannot imagine that they would have such a thing at
And
Dollywood.
it was massive. Yeah, it was one of those you have to get the football in the basket, so many
Yeah, yeah,
times.
yeah.
And I just went up there and boop 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 got it.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting to actually win this thing because I'm like, where in the world? Because it's what they really, really wanted was this snake.
Oh, how funny.
And I got it. Where in the world are we gonna put this thing? Ended up like sort of rolling it around one of the beds, and it just became like part of the
Part of the
bedding.
bed.
Yeah, for
Oh, how
many
funny.
years. But I think we still have it in storage. Cool
That
stuff.
is hysterical.
Yeah. All right. So I think is there anything else in the calendar that we need to hit?
Nope, I don't think so. I'm going through. That takes us through. Let me go back over here and look over at the theater. We have nope, that's in March. Oh, no, February 28th. The Community Art Show starts February 28th and it goes until March 1st and 2nd.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's at the Center for the Arts. These are all later. What else? No, I think that's it.
Okay. Oh, we do have just a couple things looking further ahead. With I know the Creative District and the Arts Guild are working together to put on the Recycled Art Show.
Right?
That call for artists is out or going out very soon. The event is happening
I think
April
it's out,
3rd.
yeah.
It's been out. Getting a lot of responses, so it's going to
Oh,
be a really good
good.
show for the Recycled Art Show. This is where people take found objects,
Yeah.
everyday items, trash, whatever they can repurpose and turn it into art.
Yeah.
And we just got confirmed a really cool guest. I'm going to leave it as a surprise. He's not from this area, but he's regional. I believe he's in Spokane. He makes stuff with music instruments
Oh.
and broken and damaged musical
Yeah.
instruments, and makes some really, really amazing stuff. He has this one. It's a saxophone going into a meat grinder, and then musical notes are coming out of the other end of it. Yeah, it's incredible. There's going to be a huge display. The building that is owned by Mr. Nye across from the general store is going to have a full underwater display put in front of the window
Wow.
during the event. Yeah, so it's going to be this
That's
huge,
cool.
oversized display of an underwater scene made with repurposed art.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's good. It's going to be a
Is-
lot of fun.
Is that the same artist who had those suitcases for
Yes.
this? Wow.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And
That
we'll
stuff was amazing.
It's going to feature some of the costumes from the Trash Parade Ball. Are going to be on display. Some amazing creative stuff from that.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is the second year that this one's been done. The one last year was really great, but this one is just sort of the success of that one has really catapulted this one into something that's going to be really special. So
Very cool.
yeah, that's going to be really cool. And then, of course, coming up May 24th is going to be the performance of Chihuahua's Got Talent. We're looking for submissions right now. You can email station manager at kchw.org right now if you want to submit, and I will get those submissions updated very soon. I know I've been saying that for a couple months, but I need to get on that and get those out and about
Yeah.
and get people signed up. So just so you know, even if I don't have those forms out quite yet, get it
Be
in your
looking
mind.
for 'em, yeah.
Keep an eye out for those, but be working on your acts. We're looking for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Music, magicians, jugglers,
Yeah.
comedians, anything you have. If it's weird stuff that I can't even imagine,
Roller skaters.
I want to see it. I don't know where we do roller skaters,
They roller skate and they can dance on the roller skates.
but where would that? I mean, would it
On
be
the
bad
stage.
But where? I don't know if they could do that here on our stage for auditions, because it's just concrete. Isn't that dangerous? skate
Isn't
on
that what you
concrete?
roll on concrete anyway?
I don't know.
I'm just saying you want novelty
I've
acts.
always done like wood floors or like the soft
right?
rubber floors.
We need somebody who can juggle on a unicycle.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Would that be fun?
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
But if you do something cool on roller skates, just come on by. We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
Yeah. Please don't fall off the stage.
You know what? It just occurred to me. Sharon is not here. We're missing our Sharon. We're missing our third person here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because she's having car trouble, right? Is what I understood.
I believe so. Yeah.
Well, I just thought, I could have come by and picked her up.
Well, I think
And then she would have been here.
but she has an appointment, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yep. To
All
get
right.
it fixed. So.
I was going to say, because, it's really weird with Sharon not being here.
Yeah.
She's like our rock. Sharon. Okay.
And Cheryl, I was reading the comments. She said just Friday dinner. That's just for the dinner theater. That's
Yeah.
Just Friday. I thought that was something else. Like, what's just Friday dinner?
No, and I already said that Sharon said just Friday.
Yep. I do like that. That's a good name though. Just Friday dinner.
Right.
American Legion. Sharon found your new tagline. The Just Friday
dinner. Oh my gosh, that
That's
is
the American Legion.
perfect.
I like
yes.
that. I like that.
Oh, Sharon is
speaking
so
of,
good.
if anybody knows what the Lions Club is doing, because they usually do a fundraiser dinner or something every Friday.
Right, and I'm not finding
usually
anything.
Really good food too. So let's get that out right now. We need to be taking our break. We got some sponsors to thank. We got some news to listen to, some legs to stretch, some coffee cups to fill. We'll be right back. We're going to do some celebrity birthdays and national holidays and be right back after these messages. You're listening to KCHW 102.7. This is your KCHW Morning Show. We'll be right back.
It's 8:18.
Your KCHW Morning Show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, January the 29th, 2025. I'm Mike Clifford. President Donald Trump's administration is set to offer every single federal worker the chance to take a deferred resignation with a severance package of roughly 8 months of pay and benefits. That from NBC News. A senior administration official told NBC they expect 5 to 10% of the federal workforce to quit, which they estimate could lead to about $100 billion in savings. The offer is set to go out to the federal workforce through a new system the Trump administration set up that gives officials the ability to email all federal workers at once. NBC notes in the email will be a draft resignation letter for them to review. If a person wishes to resign, they will be able to reply with the word resign. Next to Indiana, where lawmakers are advancing a bill that would require police to notify federal authorities about certain arrests. Our Joe Uluri explains.
House Bill 1393 moved forward after lawmakers made significant changes. It applies when police arrest someone and suspect the person is in the country illegally. Officers must notify the county sheriff, who then informs federal agencies. The amended version raises the standard from reasonable suspicion to probable cause. It also grants civil immunity to officers who act in good faith. GOP Representative Garrett Bascom of Lawrenceburg said the bill balances enforcement with fairness.
The determination is only made after an individual has been arrested for that felony or misdemeanor.
Opponents, including civil rights groups, raised concerns about racial bias and confusion for officers.
And as President Trump advances efforts to deport immigrants who commit crimes, some Colorado lawmakers are standing up to protect immigrant families now living in fear.
Representative Naquita Ricks of Aurora came to the U.S. with her parents during the first Liberian Civil War. She says the daily contributions made by immigrants are deeply woven into the fabric of the communities they live and work in.
Immigrants are 6 times more likely to start their own businesses. Immigrant workers here in Colorado make up about 30% of the construction workers that are building homes and businesses. They're doctors, we're lawyers.
The Trump administration has threatened to prosecute state or local officials if they interfere with plans to stop what they call an invasion of criminals, even though studies show immigrants are far less likely to commit crimes than people born in the U.S. Colorado law bars local law enforcement from assisting ICE without a court order. Constitutional scholars have noted that local law enforcement isn't obligated to assist federal agents on any issue, even bank robberies. I'm Eric Galatis.
And a federal judge Tuesday temporarily blocked President Donald Trump from imposing a sweeping pause on trillions of dollars in federal spending. That for the New York Times. They report that capped a frenetic day of disruption to government programs that fund schools, provide housing, and ensure low-income Americans have access to health care. This is Public News Service. New research details the major impacts for New York and the nation if President Donald Trump's proposed tariffs take effect.
A Tax Foundation report finds tariffs Trump implemented in his first term have kept prices unreasonably high, tariffs former President Joe Biden maintained. And a report from the Urban Institute's Tax Policy Center predicts the proposed tariffs would have a 5 to 10% impact on New York's gross domestic product. Melinda St. Louis, with the consumer advocacy group Public Citizen, doesn't think President Trump is using tariffs effectively.
Tariffs can play a constructive role in protecting U.S. jobs and enforcing labor and environmental standards when they're part of a strategic industrial policy. But Trump is not doing that. His approach is to use tariffs to bully countries.
She says the tariffs threatened against Mexico and Canada would have significant impacts since they are some of the largest importers of U.S. goods. Throughout his campaign, Donald Trump proposed 25% tariffs on both countries. The Tax Foundation's report estimates those and a 10% tariff on Chinese goods would cut economic output and raise U.S. taxes by more than $1 trillion in the next decade. I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
And data centers are driving the building of gas-powered plants in the Southeast, but it will leave ratepayers on the hook if those energy needs don't materialize.
That's according to a new report from the Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis, which looked at utility and pipeline company plans in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, and Virginia. Utilities in these states are expected to build 20,000 megawatts of natural gas power plants by 2040. Report co-author Kathy Kunkel says that's despite relatively flat energy demand from consumers, meaning data centers will be using a lot of power.
Generally speaking, in the Southeast, data centers are responsible for anywhere between 2/3 to more than 85% of this projected demand growth.
Kunkel says there's a high risk that utility and pipeline companies will overbuild infrastructure because demand from data centers might not materialize. I'm Eric Tegedoff reporting. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Finally, earlier this month, the U.S. Forest Service announced they would not be following through with the National Old Growth Amendment, which would have protected some of Oregon's iconic old-growth trees.
The amendment was the result of a Biden administration order to tally old-growth forests on federal lands and make a plan to protect them from climate-based threats. For Brenna Bell, forest climate manager with 350 PDX, pulling the plug may have been for the best. While acknowledging the amendment offered protections, Bell says there were too many loopholes.
Old trees still would have been locked, except people might have believed that it was protected. So not having it, and so people don't have that false sense of protection, might be a good thing.
The amendment would have prohibited commercial logging on about 25 million acres of old-growth forests. I'm Isabel Charlet.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener-supported. Hear us on great radio stations, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW is online at kchw.org. Listen to the live stream, find out about station events, memberships, local weather, and volunteering. You're listening to KCHW 102.7.
Come on, boy. Yeah.
That's a sound you don't want to make up yours still. Right?
I think it. I guess it depends on how you train it. Yeah. Good morning.
Right?
Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. This is myself, Chuck Ritchie, and Paula Randall next to me. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Welcome back again.
Welcome back.
For those of you. I was just as the music was coming on, I was just thinking because we just got involved in conversation during the break.
Yeah, we almost missed ourselves.
And I'm like, oh no, I didn't refill my coffee. And I look, I did not drink any of my coffee during the first half of the show. I got this wonderful. My wife got me this wonderful mug for Christmas.
It is lovely.
It's my new coffee mug.
Oh, and it's got an on the air sticker.
There's two problems with it. For one, it's so big, I only get 2 cups out of a pot of coffee, so which is good. It's one of those. It's not really a problem, but it also keeps my coffee like insanely hot for a very, very long period of time. So my coffee is still almost too hot to drink.
Oh.
So I haven't been drinking it. But it's nice because it lasts a long time.
Well, I will let you know that the coffee is very good.
Oh, thank you. I just had a sip. It's just now getting just right, though.
I do not have that problem. This is just, it lets it cool. Perfect, man.
If I'm dragging, it's because my coffee's too hot and I haven't been able to drink it yet.
Talk about first world problems.
I know, right?
Too funny.
What are we gonna do?
I know. Well, before we were talking before we went to the break about the American Legion Post 54 here in Chuila.
Mm-hmm.
So this Friday at 5:30 p.m. they are having a ham dinner served with scalloped potatoes, veggie, and dessert. The time for dinner starts at 5:30 p.m. The cost is $15. Everybody is welcome to attend, and of course, it goes to fund scholarships. So if you're looking to support scholarships in the local area, go and have this wonderful ham dinner on Friday at the American Legion.
Very cool. And one of my favorite meals of all time, ham and scalloped potatoes.
Right, it's a classic.
I don't. It's just it's comfort food. I don't think you can do better than anytime we make a ham. Like I think for 3 or 4 nights in a row, I'm always like, hey, can we make scalloped potatoes with this ham? Hey guys, can we chop up some ham, put it in the scallop? And I like to put the ham in the scalloped potatoes and cook it in there.
Ooh,
yeah.
You anarchist.
Yeah, I know, right? But I usually get one. It's one of those things I would eat it every night if I could.
Right.
But my family's like, okay, that's just the once, and then you can have your leftovers.
Okay, so and you know that there are people where their food cannot touch, so that would like drive them crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because you had mixed the ham with the scalloped potatoes.
But it's not necessarily touching. Then it becomes an ingredient because you chop up the ham in little pieces and then you put it in there.
I'm just saying, it's like people and their peas, right? The peas can't touch anything. I'm a mush everything together kind of person.
I think it depends on the food. There are some things, like if you're in the or even if you don't necessarily have to be in the South, but if you're eating, like some Southern food with like some dirty rice or some beans or something, that I like to leave separate. I like to get them both in the same bite. But if you mix them together, it changes everything entirely. But some things you can mix together.
Yeah, it's like the Mexican rice and the beans. You got to mix those together.
Yeah.
Right?
So sometimes I like that's where I like to have those like a bite of like I'll get a little bit on the fork of each one.
Yeah.
But I don't like to mix them together because then the flavors melt differently.
Like that. I mix it.
I like to mix my chocolate syrup in with my ice cream, but only just right because I like it to marble. I don't like it to turn into like chocolate ice cream.
Well, and see, I like my ice cream. My ice cream has to be like super frozen. And so I can't marble it because that would make my ice cream not super frozen. If I can stir it, it's way too soft.
Yeah.
So yeah, no chocolate syrup like that.
I like mine. So I don't see. I'll even if it's too hard, I will let it sit on the counter.
Oh no!
For a little bit until it softens up.
No, it's you gotta like bend your spoon to get that ice cream that bite.
Oh wow! See, I like a good soft serve too. So you don't like the soft serve cones?
It's the only ice cream available.
Most of those I don't think are actual ice cream. I'm not sure what they're made out of, but
I know it's not cream.
No, it's very rare.
It's like some special weird stuff. Okay, we're back. All right.
Okay, are we? Are you sure we're back?
I don't know. We're somewhere. We're here. Okay.
Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some celebrity birthdays today. Do you want me to take those, or do you want to do it?
Well, Mr. Tom Selleck is 80. Do you remember Tom Selleck?
Of course I know Tom Selleck.
And his world-famous mustache?
Oh, yeah.
Do you wonder what he looks like without that mustache?
Yeah, he shaved it off a few years ago.
I have to go and look now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he totally did. I think it was for a charity or a fundraiser or something. It might have been, my brain, it might have been 15, 20 years ago, but I remember him. It was very brief, and I think it grew back the next day.
It's even a known search.
Tom Selleck's mustache? Or that he shaved his mustache?
Yes. Tom Selleck without a mustache.
Are you finding it?
Oh, come on.
You can't find it. Well, why are you looking for that?
There he is. Oh, actually, he's still handsome.
Oh, of course he is. He's Tom Selleck.
That's true. Okay. All right. I'm moving on.
All right. So maybe we should get an image up there while we're doing it.
I have it up. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, find an image on there and keep going through the next list or the rest of the list, and I will get it up on the screen so people can see it that are watching on video.
Okay, hold on. There it is. It's up on my screen.
All right, so I'm gonna while you're doing that, I'm gonna get it up. Okay.
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 All right. Oprah Winfrey is 71.
And she also looks great without a mustache.
She does. Yes.
Yeah.
Nicholas Turturro. 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 So Turturro. Is that right?
Turturro? Yeah.
Maybe I should roll the R's. Turturro. Right? NYPD, oh my gosh, words. NYPD Blue is 63. Edward Burns from Man on a Ledge is 57. Sam Tramwell from True Blood is something. Somebody is.
It's something.
Mm-hmm. It's over here. It's over here where it says Jason right there. Yeah, there. See, there he is.
There we go. Okay. I'm gonna. It's gonna take me just a second here because I don't know. I might not be able to do this in real time. Can we move that out of the way? Nope. There we go. Oh, he does look really good, doesn't he?
See?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you can't really see the birthdays because I have your screen that I just controlled
It's
here.
completely usurped.
Yep.
But I can tell you, my dad just turned 85.
Oh, congratulations!
Yes, and he looks fabulous. He drove to my sister's house in Denver, and they had a lovely party. They did not have the exploding candle, though, which I think is good for his heart.
Good, right?
My dad is so cool. We flew to his house to celebrate his birthday with him, and we were at Target, and we found this really cool flower. And you light the petals, and the flower is supposed to open, and then it lights the center candle. And we accidentally broke the flower. So when we lit the flower, it shot a 2.5, 3 foot flame out of the center. And Dad is so chill because we've never done this before, right? And hey, Dad, where's your fire extinguisher? And he doesn't even hesitate. He's like, it's in the kitchen on the left-hand side. He knew exactly where it was. Didn't ask us why we needed it. He was just sitting there like, okay, my 3 daughters are in the kitchen asking about fire extinguishers. I guess everything's okay.
I'll just sit here and
if they need me, they'll call.
Keep watching the game or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, we had the fire extinguisher and we called Dad in and we lit the candle and his eyebrows did not get burned off. They were all the way up. Oh my!
So for those of you watching online, we do have a picture of Tom Selleck without a mustache. It does look really good.
Yeah, he looks good.
Did you find what year it was he did that?
Well, if I go back, I'm sure it would tell me. But if I go back, will it?
Yeah, we're off. I got
good.
it
Okay.
off, so yeah. It was just a sneak peek at him. You don't want to. I mean, we might get a fine from the FCC if we put Tom Selleck without a mustache too long.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's a 30-second maximum.
Okay, the 30 seconds is good. Okay.
All right. Did you make it through the rest of the list?
No, Sam Tranwell from True Blood is 56. Heather Graham from Austin Powers and Boogie Nights is 55. Mm-hmm. Sarah Gilbert is 50. Justin Hartley from Tracker, This Is Us in Smallville is 48. Andrew Keegan from Party of 5 is 46. And singer Adam Lambert is 43. He's going to be somebody who looks like he's 12 for the rest of his life, right?
Right.
And then Madison Bailey from Outer Banks, I'm assuming, is 26.
All right. I don't know what that show is.
I don't either. I think that was a typo, though. It's not Bankds, right?
Banks.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. I think it's just Banks. So a little bit of it happened today. In 1924, Carl R. Taylor of Cleveland, Ohio, speaking of, patented the ice cream cone rolling machine.
That's awesome. Thank you, Carl R. Taylor.
And the world was never the same. I'm guessing that's the waffle cones.
Must be.
Are you a waffle cone or one of those like styrofoam tasting cone people? I think you can tell which one I am.
Well, excuse me.
You all right?
I don't like the cone.
You don't like the cones?
No, I don't like the cone. If I have my preference, I have it in a bowl.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
My kids like the I call them styrofoam cones
Yeah.
because they're the texture of like crunchy styrofoam.
Yeah, they are like
And
crunchy styrofoam.
and they really don't have any flavor to speak of other than just
It's like
sweet.
a weird, airy, plasticky flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd those come from?
I
Because they're
don't know,
kind of
but-
like this extruded, plasticky, edible stuff.
Like weird, yeah. But they make really good baking vessels. So you
They
can bake
do.
cakes, like cupcakes, in the ice cream cones, and it softens them, and they're really good.
Yeah, and they become almost cake-like.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So that's how I like those.
but give me a sugar cone or waffle cone any day.
Yeah,
Any day.
definitely.
But yeah, I think for the most part, actually, what I do like to do is I crush the cone up and put it on my ice cream in the bowl, and that's really good.
There you go.
All right, 1949, the Newport News was commissioned as the first air-conditioned naval ship.
Wow.
1999, Britain's Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles appeared together in public for the first time, posing for photos outside London's Ritz Hotel, where they had attended a party. 1999, it seems like longer ago than that, doesn't it?
Well, because he was having an affair with Princess Diana.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think they appeared in public quite a bit. But I don't know.
I thought that was in the 80s or like.
Charles and Camilla are a thing, and they've been going on for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought because I remember
Yeah.
as a childhood, through my childhood, I thought.
Yeah.
They were separated and he was with her, but I guess.
Right.
I guess my royal knowledge is not what I thought it was.
Because they met in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like 2,000 years old now, right?
Right.
King Charles now. King
Yeah.
Charles. Yeah. All right. Year 2000, a teenage boy in Thessaloniki, Greece. Did I say that right? Thessaloniki? I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
He survived a 63-foot fall from a 7th-story apartment balcony after landing on 2 plastic dumpsters. The 17-year-old was hospitalized with a broken leg and a mild concussion.
Oh my gosh, that looks terrible. Okay.
That's incredible.
So, Prince Charles met Camilla Shand, now Queen Consort Camilla, in 1970 at a polo match in Windsor Great Park.
Wow.
They were both in their early 20s at their time, and they dated on and off throughout the 70s, but their relationship was complicated by Charles's naval training and Camilla's relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles. And she married Parker Bowles in 73, and they had 2 children, so she was a divorcee. And that's
Oh.
why Charles and Camilla were never approved.
Scandal.
Yes, but they maintained a very close relationship. And then in 1993, a private phone call between Charles and Camilla was leaked, causing a scandal. Right? And it doesn't say when he divorced Diana. He married Princess Diana in 1981, but they were divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
You get all your
royal
royal
stuff.
knowledge right here on
I know.
KCHW. Oh wow. Okay. So in 2006 in Boston.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not going to read that one.
Not gonna read that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we're not going to read that one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, can I do this other one?
Yeah, do it.
In 2006, Oscar-winning actress Charlize Theron said in an interview that she often gets turned down for action roles. I'm going to repeat this. Action roles.
Action rolls.
Because her breasts are not big enough. She starred in one of the top action movies of 2015, Mad Max Fury Road. So, Spaceballs, no, Galaxy Quest is one of my favorite movies of all
Yes.
time. And the actress, what is her name? Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Right? Her character in that movie, she doesn't do anything but repeat the computer.
Right.
And in her interview with the TV Guide,
Mhm.
it was about her costume and how her breasts fit in the costume. So she remarks on this as well.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah, I think that was. I mean, they were a character in their own in that.
Yes.
In that movie. Which
Yes.
Comedically, I mean, they did it on purpose.
On purpose. And they made her blonde, which was hysterical.
Oh, my gosh.
She said, "I've never flipped my hair so often."
But for those of you that are unfamiliar with the movie Galaxy Quest,
Oh, it's so good.
It is the best sci-fi spoof film ever made.
Ever made.
So good that it turns right back around again into also being one of the best sci-fi films ever made.
Yep.
It's a spoof and an actual legitimate film in
Yep.
itself, and they did such a beautiful job.
Such a great job.
And Tony Shalhoub's character throughout the whole thing,
Yes.
just completely unfazed
Oh my
by
gosh.
any of it.
Just
And there-
amazing.
there's another little background with that one. So
Uh-huh.
if you notice, Tony Shalhoub's character in that movie carries a paper bag with him everywhere he goes. He always has a paper bag in his hand, even running from aliens.
Yes.
He always has
popcorn. Yes.
He always has
eating.
a paper bag in his hand, and they never explain it. There was a cut scene where they explain all about. It was supposed to be a major part of his character was why he always carries around this bag. Got cut from the film, but they'd already filmed everything with him
him in the
carrying the
bag.
paper bag everywhere. So I don't remember what the reason was, but
It had popcorn that
there's-
he was eating, like when they were crashing to the surface.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
right? And when all this stuff is going on and he's watching all the drama, he's just there with his popcorn bag, just looking around.
yeah. Oh, I love that movie. I could watch it. I've watched that movie probably 1,000 times. One of my
right?
favorites.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome.
All right, then. Oh yeah, 2015. I remember this one. The Malaysia officially
Yeah.
declared the disappearance of the missing MH370 flight. Did
An
did they
accident,
did
yeah.
they ever actually? I don't remember. Did they ever actually find it?
Let me see if I can find anything
It,
else.
it seems like they might have found pieces of it, but I don't remember.
Right?
Then in 2018, while she looks that up, the Cleveland Indians announced to the world that they would remove the Chief Wahoo logo from the uniforms in 2019. And then the last one here in 2024, Elon Musk tweeted that his company Neuralink had implanted a brain-reading device into a person for the first time.
Great. Okay. That's awesome.
I mean, the uses for that could be medically interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know, given Elon Musk, a guy like that, direct access to your brain. Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I think that's a bad idea.
Okay, so
The guy-
Flight
the guy's-
370 took
Okay,
off at
okay.
12:41 a.m. local time and reached a cruising altitude of 10,700 meters or 3,500 feet at 1:01 a.m. So it went down. About right before it was about to enter Vietnamese airspace over the South China Sea.
Mm-hmm.
So at 2:22 a.m., the Malaysian military radar lost contact with the plane over the Andaman Sea. And they received signals from Flight 370 and last detected the plane at 8:11 a.m. So they never actually found the plane.
They still to this day haven't found it.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
They concluded that the flight crashed in a remote part of the Indian Ocean, 2,500 kilometers or 1,500 miles southwest of Australia. Thus, it was extremely unlikely that anyone on board survived. The search for wreckage was hampered by the remote location of the crash site. Beginning on April 6, an Australian ship detected several acoustic pings, possibly from the Boeing's flight recorder. Further analysis by the AAIB of the Inmarsat data also found a partial signal from the plane at 8:19 a.m. consistent with the location of the acoustic pings, the last of which were heard on April 8th.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
So-
Submarine found no debris. Tests found that a faulty cable in the acoustic equipment could have found the ping. They finally found debris July 29th, 2015.
Okay.
And then over the next year and a half, 26 more pieces of debris were found on the shores of Tanzania, Mozambique, South Africa, Madagascar, and Mauritius.
So they were able to at least confirm that some of the debris was from the plane. Because I
Mhm.
remember it was quite the search, and it was just the plane just vanished.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
3 of the 27 pieces were positively identified as coming from Flight 370, and 17 were thought to have come likely from the plane, interior of the plane.
Hmm.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrible.
Terrifying.
Yeah. I'm so glad I'm getting on a flight soon.
Right. Yeah. Probably a bad time to read that.
Sorry, yes, dear. 35,000 feet. I apologize. Yes, dear.
What's that?
Daniel is correcting me. I must have
Oh,
said
okay, okay.
3,500 feet as a cruising altitude instead of 35,000.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, that would be really low. That would be like, what?
All right. So we have some special events, national holidays for the day.
Right?
It is Curmudgeon's Day. You're not a curmudgeon.
I'm not a curmudgeon.
You're not a curmudgeon. It is Freethinkers Day.
A Nachi Day.
Noki.
Noki. That's how you say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you a gnocchi fan?
We tried to make gnocchi, and we are very bad at it.
I buy it pre-made. I don't make it. I've
But
heard,
even making it, like even cooking it, it's like
Yeah.
if you don't make it right, then it's just like mush. It's weird mush.
oh yeah, I like to fry it. I don't like to boil mine. I fry it. But yeah, it's Carnation Day, Corn Chip Day. Is that corn chip like the Fritos or like the like tortilla chips? They're both corn chips. Or
I'm
is
gonna
it
have to look it up.
corn chip in general. It's Puzzle Day and Seeing Eye Dog Day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got my sisters each a puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
and the idea was that we would all three do the same puzzle. So theoretically, I had this puzzle as well.
Yeah.
Well, so my sister is trying to put the puzzle together, and she's calling me, cursing me out, saying, "Have you put this puzzle together yet? You know what? I forgot to buy the puzzle for myself." I know.
Oh no.
Bad
so
sister.
remote. This isn't like a childhood memory. This is like
No, this is
current-
recent. Yeah, this is like in the
okay.
last year or two. And I'm
Did-
like, I can't even remember the puzzle. I'm sure it was really, really cool.
Did you just lie and be like, "Oh yeah, I put it together. It was great."
You know what you know what I think happened is I probably did buy it for myself, and then when you're like last minute gifts, and you're like, "Oh, I haven't opened this yet,"
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Look, I got this for you," right? Then you have a present. I think that's what happened.
Oh, you regifted
I
your own
regifted
gift.
my own gift. Yeah.
An accident.
Well, I think that's what happened. I can't remember. Do you know that Curmudgeon's Day was because of American entertainer W.C. Fields, as it is celebrated on the anniversary of his birth?
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
No. I was gonna do W.C. Fields impersonation, but I honestly forget what it is.
Yeah, I agree. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
I won't do it.
I'm
I
going to
won't
look
do
up Corn Chip Day and see if it's Fritos.
All right. So our number of the day, 80 million. Do you want to take a guess at what that is? 80 million.
80 million.
It seems a weird day for this to be the number. You would think maybe, to give a hint. I don't know if you're looking at the sheet. Don't look at the sheet.
I'm not. I'm going to find out why it's National Corn Chip Day.
You would think this would be more, say, on February 14th.
So it's Lover's Day?
No.
80 million hearts?
80 million of these
Valentine's?
happen today.
And you think February 14th, it should be on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you would think that there'd be more of these on Valentine's Day. But maybe
Hugs,
not.
kisses,
No. Think later in the relationship.
marriage.
Marriage, weddings.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, today is a very big wedding day. What if it has something to do with the Chinese New Year?
I don't know, but I suddenly had to think about it. I'm like, oh my God, am I forgetting an anniversary?
Right? If it's your anniversary out there, happy anniversary.
Right.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So today, do you know that there's a National Day calendar? Ooh, the things we learn.
Ooh.
All right. National Corn Chip Day. On January 29th, grab the queso or salsa and celebrate National Corn Chip Day. Recognized each year across the country, the day encourages corn chip lovers to whip up their favorite dips and toppings.
Ooh.
So corn chip or friotes, right? Am I saying that right? Are not to be confused with the tortilla chip. Both are made from cornmeal, which is baked or fried in oil.
So what I'm hearing is that tonight for dinner we need to make some Frito pie.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Or have corn chips and have a whole bunch of yummy toppings like chili and cheese and queso, and cheese. And,
Right.
Onions and
Which
salsa.
you're describing Frito pie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Ooh,
Pretty
yep.
much.
I know what I'm getting tonight.
Right? And then Carnation Day. Carnations are awesome.
Mhm.
Ooh, I have to look up Free Thinkers Day as well.
I think that's a day for people who think freely.
I
I'm
would
guessing?
think so.
Yeah.
You're a free thinker. You think outside the box all the time.
I think so freely sometimes I don't even know what I'm thinking. They're just out there in the world and I can't control them.
Be free.
Be free, thoughts. Go make something happen.
Also
Right.
known as Thomas Paine Day.
Okay.
It celebrates the life of influential American writer and philosopher.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Now I have to read more about Thomas Paine.
All right. So we got a few minutes left in the show. Do you want me to do you want to answer some questions?
Okay.
Do
Oh
some
my
trivia?
God. I'm like post sickness. I'm still all okay. My brain is like, okay, but I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
shake,
here.
Shake the cobwebs out. Oh yeah. Get centered.
Right? Okay, knock some
Free,
cobwebs
free your
loose.
free your thoughts. It's the day for it. All right. So, interesting.
42.
Incorrect. Most of these that occur in hotels happen above the first floor, but below the 7th floor. It's very vague.
What happened above the first floor and below the 7th floor?
So sometimes this happens. This is specifically in hotels. Sometimes it can happen in your home. It can happen anywhere, but this is related specifically to hotels.
My house doesn't have 7 stories.
No. But most of these that happen in hotels
Okay.
happen between the 1st and the 7th floor.
Okay.
It's not a good thing.
Okay.
It is a crime committed against you.
Okay. A robbery
Yes, a burglary. Yeah.
happened between the 1st and the 7th floor.
So if you don't want to be robbed in your hotel, go above
Jump
the
on
7th floor.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Apparently, it takes too long for the elevator ride down.
Right, and they'll catch you.
Right. But not on the first floor, because it seems to me like if I was a criminal, I would want to go on the first floor, easy access.
Right.
But maybe not.
Huh.
All
And I
right,
always want the
so-
first floor because I have dogs. I don't want to have to go through the elevator with my dogs.
Right. True.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had my dogs in an elevator. I don't know how they'd respond.
Oh, we have our dogs in the... Well, we haven't had Ruby in an elevator.
Yeah.
We've had Colin in elevators.
Hmm.
And our other dogs are... we had Gellert and Annabelle. Annabelle was a Border Collie mix, and Gellert was a Whippet. And yeah, he was kind of spastic, but, he would just step over the little metal lip
Yeah.
thing and...
I would imagine taking a dog on an escalator would be incredibly difficult and probably not safe. I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'd probably carry him.
Yeah, on an escalator? Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel thought it was fires. Fires happened between the 1st and the 7th. That's
Oh.
a good guess, babe.
That's a great guess, but it's not
Yeah.
true.
Not true.
All right. So this particular thing gets edited 172,000 times a day.
Wow.
It is accessible to everybody. Or I'm going to give a little clue. It is accessible to everybody with the internet.
Okay. A Wikipedia site.
Wikipedia gets edited 100. That actually seems pretty low to me, because
Yeah.
there are like literally countless Wikipedia entries. You think it would be more than 172,000 a day, but yeah,
No, I
there we
mean,
go.
anybody could, but not the ones who, it's like, should they?
Right. Well, and here's a fun trivia thing. It's estimated that about 25,000 Americans live in one of these.
An RV.
No, it's close, but it's not an RV.
A trailer.
No,
A tent. Their car.
nope.
So how many Americans live in them?
25,000. I'll give you a hint. There's a lot of these are in Seattle. There's a lot.
Treehouse.
No.
Okay.
I know there's some in Portland. There's a whole neighborhood of these in Portland.
Tiny houses.
No.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Just tell me already.
It's less terrestrial.
I already said car, babe, and he said no.
No.
Less terrestrial?
Yes.
They live in a space igloo?
Think of the elements. If this isn't
They live in
Earth,
a
it would
water
be-
bud, air,
You were closer.
a water
What would they live on?
houseboat.
A houseboat. Yes.
Wow.
A houseboat.
Oh,
yeah.
actually, yes, because there's whole communities on
Yeah.
like yes.
Yeah, 20. I was gonna say
Yes.
like What is it? Sleepless in Seattle, or was it You
Yes,
Got
it is
Mail, where he
Sleepless
lives
in
in a
Seattle.
houseboat?
Uh-huh.
Or was it both? He lives in a houseboat.
Might have been both.
I think they were both pretty much the same
Yeah.
movie. So
Yeah.
yeah. I honestly don't know which one is which. So I know Sleepless in Seattle was the one where they were meeting on the Space Needle. That was sort of the recreation of what's the famous
From New York where they're on top of the
Yeah, Meet Me in New York. What was that famous movie?
I can't
don't
remember. Again, I have post whatever.
All right. So our last one here, before we get out of here for the day, is Spy the Lie. 2 of these are true. One of these is fake.
Okay.
All right. So on the moon, the American flag flies for about 18 hours a day.
Okay.
Each year, more than 10,000 Americans suffer injuries from books. And during the Civil War, acorns were used as a coffee substitute.
Okay. And I'm supposed to spot the lie?
Yep. So the first one is on the moon. The American flag flies for about 18 hours a day. Each year, more than 10,000 Americans suffer injuries from books. Or during the Civil War, acorns were used as a coffee substitute. Which one of those is a lie?
Okay, well, I'm thinking about that. Katie Darling says that the fish truck is going to be in Colville on Friday. I did miss it last time.
Oh,
It's
cool.
going to be by Super T, the fish truck.
Super One.
Super One.
Super
Thank
Tea
you.
was- Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. All right. So I know that acorns were used for coffee.
Yeah.
As a coffee set. So that's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I'm
no,
guessing that didn't taste very good.
well, it's all, coffee's acquired anyway, right?
have
Unless it's
you-
really good.
Have you ever tried eating acorns? I have. I don't think they're very good. They're
I
kind of
think
bitter.
you have to get rid of the tannins or something.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Okay. And then the other one was the flag flying on the moon for 18 hours.
Mhm.
And then it was what?
10,000 Americans suffer injuries from books each year.
Okay.
From a book.
Okay.
Physical, not emotional.
Right? I think I'm going to go with the moon.
You would be correct.
Yay!
Yeah, it flies 24 hours a day.
I was going to say, why would it change?
Right. It's just up. It just
yeah,
flies.
it's up. Yeah.
There's no one to take it down. So
Oh, babe. Haha.
actually, I don't even think it flies. It just kind of sits there.
Yeah,
It's just kind of motionless.
It's
just kinda-
stiff,
yeah,
yeah.
It's just kind of there.
It's there.
Yeah.
Is there stuff being built on the moon yet? Is there like moon stations happening?
I don't
Was
know,
it
but it's-
China building something and the United States was trying to build something?
It seems like that's something that Elon Musk would be on, to build his secret evil base on the moon.
Right? Moon bases.
Moon Base 1, calling Moon Base 1, calling Earth Lunar Module 2. I don't
Right?
know. All right, so while you're looking that up, we're going to go ahead and get out of here for the day. Our time is up. You can
Okay.
stay tuned right here tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. with Music for the Mountain. 8 to 10 p.m. is Dirt Road Blues with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. Then from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., we have Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date. Tune in tomorrow morning with myself and Scott for the KCHW Morning Show. And with that done, did you find out what you were looking for?
There is no space station on the moon.
Not yet, anyway.
But is SpaceX going to build a space station? New 2025 space station. Haven 2 will include the Haven 2 lab, a cutting-edge facility designed for microgravity. And what? Oh my God, I don't know if this is real, so I have to vet this.
Sponsored by DinoCorp.
Right.
All right, everybody, that does it for our show. Say goodbye, Paula.
Bye, everybody.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. This has been your KCHW Morning Show on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
It's 8:59.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto